In 1994, biologists studying meerkat colonies noticed something strange. In every group, one or two individuals barely foraged. They stood upright, scanned the horizon, and screamed at the first sign of a hawk, while everyone else ate. The colony needed them to survive. And yet, across human history, the ones who watch the hardest are usually the ones the group turns on first. If you've ever noticed something everyone else missed and been called dramatic for saying it, this isn't a coincidence. It's a pattern. Every group runs on a trade-off. Most people stay focused on the task in front of them. A small number stay wide instead, scanning for threat, inconsistency, and change, while everyone else works. In humans, this shows up as heightened sensitivity to microexpressions, vocal tone, and social atmosphere. Signals most brains filter out before they ever reach conscious thought. It's not mysticism. It's a nervous system built to let more in. And it comes at a cost the group rarely pays back. Everything looked fine until the first time that person said something true out loud, and the room turned on them instead of the danger they'd spotted. The sensitivity is well documented. Research on microexpressions shows the human face leaks true emotion in fractions of a second. Flashes too fast for most people to consciously catch, but not too fast for everyone. A voice rising half a tone, a smile that doesn't reach the eyes, a reply landing a beat too late. Picture a coworker saying, "I'm really happy for you," after your promotion. Most people hear the sentence and move on. A few register something else, the pitch shift, the flicker before the smile, and know instantly the words and the face don't match. That gap is where this whole story lives. But here's where it turns darker, because noticing the gap is only the beginning of the cost. Groups don't just fail to reward accurate perception. They push back against it, and the mechanism looks like an immune response. A healthy immune system attacks real threats. Sometimes it misfires and attacks the body's own healthy tissue. Social groups do the same to their most perceptive members. Most interaction runs on shared, agreed-upon performance, polite exaggerations, professional smiles, stories people tell that aren't quite true but keep things running. A perceptive person doesn't just see through their own conversations, they see through the rooms. And when they name it, the group doesn't experience it as information, it experiences it as an attack on the performance everyone quietly agreed to maintain. Ask yourself, if the perception is accurate, why does the room's first instinct become discrediting the person who noticed instead of addressing what they noticed?
Here's the truth. What looks like a personal flaw is actually a role every group has needed and rarely protects. In animal groups, sentinel behavior costs the individual and benefits everyone else. The sentinel eats less, is more exposed, and gets no special treatment for the warnings it gives. Human groups run on the same structure, minus the honesty about it. The world calls perceptive people overthinkers or too sensitive. The reality is, they're doing unpaid structural work, absorbing signal the rest of the group agreed not to process, so the group can keep functioning without the discomfort of seeing itself clearly. Not by accident, by design. This isn't ancient history. Someone in your workplace, your friend group, right now plays this role without ever being told they're playing it. The one who says, "Something feels off," 3 weeks before it collapses. If this is you, the goal isn't to switch the sensitivity off. It's to stop treating every signal as a personal emergency requiring immediate exposure. Notice it. Decide deliberately whether it's actually yours to act on. The sentinel doesn't get thanked for watching the horizon. It just watches, because someone has to. If this deserved to be named out loud, help it find the next person who needs to hear it.